What's up, guys? Today we're doing a quick little beef jerky. We got an outside round roast. We like to pick them up normally when they're bigger, but hard to find a big one right now. I've cut mine into my strips now. I'm going to try and do about 1-inch strips. Normally I like them nice and long. And this is an old recipe I got off a buddy. He had family from South Africa and they actually would hang it in trees. So this is going to be just cured with some vinegar and salt with your spices you like. You don't want a massive chunk of the fat, so get rid of that. It's okay to have it all throughout it. It's good flavor. But again, I got mine not quite 1 inch. They actually shrink into tiny little strips when you're done, so you like them to be a little thicker just so there's a bit of softness to them. So, and again, you want to watch those grains and make sure you're following the grains properly when you're cutting it. This is going to go pretty fast. We're going to make it. Once we brine it here, we're going to leave her in the fridge for 24 hours and then we're going to hang it. We'll work our through our stages together. I'm happy with all that. It's okay if they're a little different. Now I'm going to spread them out on my table here. Okay guys, so we got our vinegar bottle here in our spray. It works really well. And the whole thought of this is the vinegar opens up the meat in all the pores, but then as soon as you stick your salts and your spices to it, they're going to start sucking that in. And then we're going to leave that for 24 hours. So I started off here with 1/4 cup of salt, sorry, half a 1/4 cup, and then I'm going to mix in my spices too. You can do a wet, but I'm more of a dry guy. I hear the wet ones kind of wash away a bit of your spices and salt, so just an old-fashioned barbecue spice we're going to mix with this. I don't like mine spicy, the kids enjoy it. Extra. Now you want your salt content to be up there because that's what's going to seal everything in. So now that that's done, we're going to go spray them. Make sure we coat all the meat nice. I'm going to flip it over. Now it's pretty interesting to hear that they hung it in trees and make sure the animals don't get at it in time for it to dry. So we're going to pick a nice little spot in our basement. Nice and warm. We don't want a lot of air blowing on it, but it needs to be decent temperature in the room. Comfortable. Okay. Now you want to heavily coat everything. It's going to fall off as it dries, so. I probably have just as much spices as I do salt. You can just dry your space in between on your flip. A little bit, doesn't hurt. Now you want to make sure all your edges of your meat are coated quite well in this. Now between the vinegar and the salt, it's going to be quite cured, so that 24 hours later in the fridge, when you open it up in your Tupperware, it almost looks cooked, but sure is beautiful once you hang dry it. Now you're going to put it in your container. It might build up a little bit of moisture, but that's okay. You're just going to pour that out. Alright guys, it's been 24 hours now, and we're going to get ready to hang them. We got our nice spot ready to go in the basement. I like to use skewers. You can use hooks or string, anything works. And as you can see, this meat feels almost cooked now. So, just like to poke it through here. Alright guys, there it is. I like to hang mine. You get a couple drips right off the hop, but that's okay. We're gonna check in a couple days and see what it looks like. You'll be surprised, it shrinks a lot, guys. So good luck, and like and subscribe. It's been about 5 days now. This meat was a little smaller cut, so it'll be done sooner. And I just like to cut mine, lay them down, and then slice them into smaller pieces for the kids and me. It's easier to fill up a baggie. So your bigger pieces might take a little longer, but it should be about 2 weeks for bigger pieces, I would say, but a week for them smaller pieces. So check it out. Make sure you look at your meat. That doesn't look funny or smell funny, but good luck, guys. This is a fun recipe to try out and preserve your meat a little longer for your little walks you do and outdoor adventures. Good luck, guys. Take care.